good, YouTube? It's your girl, Sweets, and I'm back. As y'all can see by the title and the thumbnail, I am going to be giving y'all a story time of the fairy tale of how I met my man. A lot of y'all already know the story. A lot of y'all like to hear it because it just, like I said, it's a fairy tale. It's like a dream come true. And a lot of y'all don't know. Like, I got some new people that might not know how we met. So I'm gonna be giving y'all the story time. But while I'm giving y'all the story time, I'm also gonna be grubbing on some, hold on, Hattie B's. Y'all don't tell Kaya. She gonna be so mad because that girl loves Hatties. Like, she gonna turn into Hattie. That's how much she eats Hatties. She don't know I'm having it right now, so keep my secret. Keep my secret, don't tell her. I already started eating some of the fries because I got a little hungry on the way here, but I saved the chicken sandwich for the story time. So, before we get into it, make sure y'all like the video, comment on the video, of course, and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. What are you waiting for? Subscribe to my channel, baby. It's me and you. We are a family. You gotta subscribe, you gotta support me, and I'm gonna support you. You feel me? So, thank you to everybody that already subscribed. Now let's get into it. So, as a lot of y'all know, I met my man January 25th, 2022. Okay, we are almost at a whole year of being together. Like, okay, so I know like a lot of people be like, have y'all been together for that long? We have been with each other since we met. So in my head, we was already boyfriend and girlfriend, of course. But let me tell y'all, so it's crazy how it happened because y'all, I was out with my friends this night, right? We randomly just went to it was my idea too. I was like, let's go get some ice cream. It's this place, if y'all never had it, y'all have to go. It's called Sweet Stack Creamery, I think. When I tell y'all, they have, and y'all don't talk about me how I'm eating, because I like to eat, so. But anyways, when I tell y'all, they have some of the best ice cream ever. It's so good. So I was like, y'all, let's go get some ice cream or whatever, right? So I drove. We went out. We went and got the ice cream. I got a milkshake. I think I had like a strawberry milkshake or something like that. We go. We come back, right? It's like 10 o'clock at night. We get back to our apartment. We're driving by. So first of all, the way it's set up, y'all, it's like the garage door to the hallway. Like, you got to go through this door to get to your room or whatever. So you have to drive by that to get to the parking spot. So I drive and I see a group of boys and I'm like, now y'all, back in the day, I used to have my eye out. If I seen some, I was gonna look. So I'm like, oh, there goes some or whatever, right? So I go and I park the car and we get out and we had to walk past them because they were standing right by the door, right? Now, mind you, I didn't know them. I never seen them before. I didn't know who they were. I just seen some boys and I was like, you know. So we go by and in my head, I'm like, why are they standing out here? Because, you know, sometimes people will stand, because you have to have a key to open that door. So sometimes people will stand out there waiting on somebody with a key to open the door. So we go in and they didn't come in. So I was like, what are they doing? Like, they're weird. Like, what are they doing out there? And one of the boys had a pillow. So I'm like, bro, what? But then I didn't think nothing else of it because they didn't say nothing to me and we didn't say nothing to them. So it was just like, whatever, it is what it is. We go inside. We go to my room. Me and my friends, we just turn on some music, you know, vibing, like girl stuff. We vibing. We was listening to probably Summer Walker, and we was just eating our ice cream. I was drinking my shake, and we was just chilling, right? Mind you, I forgot that I even seen some boys in the garage. So we going about our business. I don't even know how much later it was, but yeah, I heard a knock on our door, right? We used to always have people, like, our room was a room where everybody would be at. So we used to always have people coming in and out of our house, like our friends though. So somebody knocked and the door was locked. So I went and I unlocked it and I opened the door. Like, I opened it and I turned around because I thought that it was one of our friends from downstairs because we had friends that lived in the building, but they just lived underneath us. So I'm thinking it's one of our friends from downstairs. So I open the door and I turn around. But as I'm turning around, I see in the corner of my eye, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not like nobody in the friend group. So I turn back around like, cause I'm like, oh my God, who did I just open the door for? I turn back around and it's this tall, dark-skinned boy with these green pants and these Bordeaux 6s on and this black hoodie and a black puffer coat, right? And a fitted. So I'm like, oh shoot. I go back to the door and I'm looking at him and I'm like, what's up? Like, who are you? He like, hey, my name Mar. I just got kicked out, blah, blah, blah. He go through the whole little, you know what I'm saying? He telling me he got kicked out, he needs somewhere to stay. So I'm like, I'm asking him questions like, you need somewhere to stay? Like, what you mean? Like, you want to stay here? He like, yeah. I'm like, are you in school? Like, he was like, nah. Wait, I don't know if he said no or yeah. I think he said he was in school. He said he was in school. I asked him if he had class in the morning. Cause I'm like, you gonna spend the night here, but like, what's after that? Like, what are you talking about? What do you have to do? And I asked him if he had class in the morning. Then I asked him if he had to change the clothes. Cause I'm like, if you spend the night at somebody's place, when you wake up, you gonna wanna, wash up, change your clothes. If you ain't bring no clothes, then what is you doing? So he like, no, I don't have no clothes, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. So I'm like, all right. I turned around and I asked my friends, I was like, yeah, he trying to stay here. Like, what y'all want to do? They was like, stay here, spend the night. What are you talking about? I was like, come on. So I let him in. I let him in. And a lot of people think that I'm crazy for doing that. Because they're like, you didn't know him. Like, he could have been anybody. He could have been crazy. Why would you let him in? If you don't take the risk, you don't know what the reward is going to be. You feel me? So I took the risk. I let him in. Because I didn't get no weird vibes from him, like, opening the door, and we had a small conversation at the door, like I just said. So, me talking to him right there, I didn't get no, oh, he's weird, or, oh, he might do this. You feel me? It was like, okay, like, come inside. Let me talk to you a little bit more. So, he came in, and he goes, and he sits on the couch. But he had a friend with him. He went and sat on the couch, and his friend was still standing by the door. So, his friend was trying to talk to me because he was talking to my friend, but not like they were picking who they wanted to be with, kind of talking. It was just, they were just talking, making conversation. So, mind you, my friend is the one that's getting the conversation from the one that I want to have a conversation with, right? He said that he was talking to both of us, but I got more of a he was talking to her kind of vibe, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm just waiting my turn. You feel me? I'm playing it cool. I'm answering questions that are like for both of us or whatever. We talking, it was cool. He ended up getting up, coming closer, because we were at the counter in the kitchen, and he was on the couch. So he ended up getting up, coming closer, talking to us a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Then he said this one, bro, y'all. He was trying to, okay. Cause y'all know he be making me blush like way too much. He had came over to the counter and he's asked a question and I answered, and I don't remember what it was about, but I said something that he liked and he was like, oh yeah, I want her. Then he gonna say I was calling him babe when I first let him in, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, boy, off rip, I could tell that he was a goofball, but I knew like, okay, our vibe, we could vibe. I like funny niggas, so it was cool. So he was talking to me after that. From that conversation, it turned into me and him like vibing 101 because my friend ended up leaving with his friend. So then it was just me and him after that. So we ended up being on the couch, we talking. I found out he was a Libra. Red flag, whatever. He changed my outlook on Libras though. I give him that because I hated them. Like when he told me he was a Libra, it wasn't gonna stop me from talking to him, but I was like, I know exactly what type of person you are. Like all Libras do is blah, 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 blah. Y'all can go watch the video and see what I said.
What wrong with Libras though? You said some shit about Libras.
Libras.
I feel like, yeah, like
y'all are manipulative.
What's that? Elaborate. What was you saying about Libras though?
Y'all manipulative. Y'all got big hearts, but y'all don't always show it. Y'all suppress y'all feelings a lot. crazy. Y'all got anger issues. A lot of people don't know what y'all do.
What the fuck? Are you a magician?
But anyway, so we was talking about movies. I found out his favorite movie was Paid in Full. I told him my favorite movie was ATL, and he was trying to play me like that wasn't a great movie, but whatever. So, you know, we talking or whatever. I turned on a movie in the living room. I had turned on, I don't remember what I turned on at first, but he was like, what is this? First he told me it don't matter what you turn on. Then he was like, what is this? So then I turned on something else. Then he worked his move and was like, what size TV you got in your room? And I was like, he was like, is it smaller or bigger than this one? And I was like, it's smaller. And he was like, oh, okay, I like small TVs anyway. Something about it's better for his eyes or something stupid he said. So I was like, boy, okay. He was like, can you take me in there to see it? So I'm like, fine, let's go. Of course, like, I'm like, let's go. So we go in my room. And we ended up still just talking like, yeah, we were literally just vibing the whole night. Like, it was such a good vibe because I had never seen this man before, never met him before, never nothing. So it was just like a fresh, something new, you know what I'm saying? And it was just really good. So we in the room talking. He ended up getting on live. And he says that I can't really tell y'all what I was doing, but it don't even matter. So we was vibing or whatever. I don't think I turned nothing on the TV in the room that he claimed he wanted to watch. But anyway, so then the rest I can't really tell y'all, but he spent the night or whatever, and we woke up and I had class, so I had to leave, and he left, and then I texted him and I told him to come back later, like, I want to see you again. I'm not ashamed. I am not ashamed. I told him I want to see you again. Come back. And he came back, y'all. And we've been like this ever since. Y'all, I love telling this story because it's so, like, crazy. Like, a lot of people don't believe that it was real. But it was so real, y'all. Like I told y'all, I never seen a man before besides seeing him in the garage. And we didn't even say nothing to each other in the garage. So for him to come and knock on my door, it was really like, what the hell? Like, it was crazy because, I don't know, it's just the way it played out just made so much sense. But it was just like, what? Like, it was coincidental. It was just crazy. At that point in my life, I had just stopped talking to somebody because it just wasn't working out for me. And that I had made up in my mind that I was done with relationships. I was like, I'm not doing it no more. Like, I'm not made for love. Like, I was being dramatic, y'all. It was just so much that I was going through when it came to relationships that I really just gave up on it. But then, you know, I started praying and I was like, God, I don't want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to not be able to love somebody, you know, because I'm really a lover girl for real. So being in relationships is like, I don't know, I just love it. I love love. So I knew, like, I was gonna be with somebody. I just didn't know when, because it just was not working out for me. So I was like, God, you know, like, just make me better, fix my heart, prepare me to have somebody come into my life to love me the correct way, allow me to be able to accept love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just asking God for preparation for love, for real. Like, and then, y'all, literally, like, 2 weeks later, this man comes knocking on my door, like, you come knocking on my door and then you just changed my life. Like, it was just crazy, y'all. The way it just worked out was just, hold on, let me take a bite of this sandwich. But yeah, y'all, it was crazy. And now, almost a year later, it's gonna be a year in 5 days. Almost a year later, and I'm so in love. God knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. He sent that man to my door. And it's funny because he asked, you know, typical question when you getting to know somebody. We were at the counter and he asked me and my friend, like, what's your type? Yeah, I was like tall, dark skin, funny. And it was just like, check, 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 you know what I'm saying? Like, but I wasn't even saying that like because he was sitting in my face and he met the requirements. That really was my type at the time. So it was just ironic that he just so happened to be exactly my type. But you know, I love that story, y'all. I love telling that story. I can't wait to tell my kids the story. They probably not gonna believe it either. Because it was just too coincidental. Like, and the fact that it just flowed, like nothing was forced. We instantly clicked from the jump. And we've been inseparable ever since. Like, inseparable, okay? Like, literally, I'm not going nowhere. He's not going nowhere, like, since day one. I love him. I love that story. If y'all never seen that video, y'all gotta go watch it. It's on his channel still. It's Asking Random College Students to Sleep Over, Part 2. Part 2, y'all. And this, it's the one. It's number 2, but it's the one. Period. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy because a lot of people don't know about the story. And then you got your OGs that know exactly what happened. But then you got the people like me that just like to tell the story. Because if you ask me, I'm going to tell you the whole thing every time. I don't care where I'm at. If y'all need any relationship advice or y'all want to see healthy couples, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to our couples channel at No Love Family, period. Y'all know how we get down on the couples channel. So y'all go sub to the channel. Follow me on Instagram. Because y'all can DM me. I could tell y'all advice. But I be live on TikTok too. And that's where I give advice most of the time, because every time I go live, people just be like, I need advice, I need advice. So if y'all want some advice on healthy relationships or how to be in a relationship or how to start a relationship or whatever the case may be, I'm your girl and he's your guy, but he's not here, but you know. So yeah, y'all, that is the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed my beautiful fairy tale story time that I can't wait to just tell everybody else. Y'all, when we get married, it's gonna be so crazy. Like, I need that video played at my wedding. I need it played at my wedding. That's how dramatic I am. Y'all know what video I need played at my wedding? The video when he asked me to be his girlfriend. He did such a great job on that video, bro. Like, it was just so beautiful. It was so beautiful, y'all, and I'm just grateful because I just love him so much. I'm crying for real, y'all. I just love my man so much. But anyways, y'all, make sure y'all like the video, comment on the video. Tell me. First of all, I need to know. I need everybody to comment. Comment if you already knew the story. Comment if this is your first time hearing the story. And comment if you love the story. Like, if you want me to tell it again, I'll tell it again. Just let me know. Let me know that you was, vibing with it. Make sure you subscribe if you have not already. If you already subscribed, y'all know I thank y'all. And if you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And for everybody, hit that bell. I love y'all. Thank you for watching. And I'm going to be back